Greetings, friends. My name is Missy Lane, and I'm the Youth Services Librarian in Queen Anne's County at the Kent Island branch. Thank you guys all so much for joining me today for story time. Today, our story time is all about hibernation. So we're going to read some stories, tell some rhymes, do a story on our board. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with one of my very, very favorite books. Bear Snores On. And since it's a bear book, I thought today Xavier could help us so we can read this story together. So, Bear Snores On is written by Karma Wilson and illustrated by Jane Chapman. We always like to thank our publishers as well as our writers and illustrators. So today we are thanking Margaret K. McElderberry Books. All right. Are you ready for this story? In a cave in the woods, in his deep, dark lair, through the long, cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. Xavier, you're a great brown bear. This story's about you. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day. He sleeps through the night. The cold winds howl, and the night sounds growl. But the bear snores on. An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-pat, tiptoe, creep-crawls in the cave from the fluff cold snow. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dang, too dark, so he lights wee twigs with a small hot spark. The coals pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. Ready? Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare hops in. "Ho, Mouse," says Hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. Ooh, I like black tea. I had some black tea yesterday. Do you remember when we drank black tea? Mouse sips, wee slurps. Hare burps, big burps, but the bear snores on. A badger scuttles by, sniff snuffs in the air. "I smell yummy yums. Perhaps we can share." "I've brought honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down, and dig in." Have you had honey nuts before? I know that bears are omnivores, so you've probably tried those before. And they nibble and they munch with a chew and a chomp and a crunch. But the bear snores on. Gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" twitters wren. And everybody clutters in the great bear's den. They tweet and they titter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Ooh, I remember one time that you were sleeping during part of a party. The party started, but you were still asleep. I waited, though, to wake you up so that you could join the party later. Hare stokes the fire, and Mouse seasons stew. Then a small pepper flake makes the bear chew. Ready? We always sneeze into our elbows. Choo! He blows and he sneezes and the whole crowd freezes. Everybody freeze! And the bear wakes up. Bear growls and he snarls. He roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles. Ooh. Seems like Bear does not wake up in a very good mood. You usually wake up in a pretty good mood, don't you think? You snuck in my lair and you had all the fun, but me, I was sleeping and I have had none. And he whimpers and he moans and he wails and he groans and the bear blubbers on. Mouse squeaks, don't fret, don't fuss, look, see, we can pop more corn, we can brew more tea. Bear gulps, bear gobbles, he sighs with delight, then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, Bear can't sleep, but his friends snore on. Oh goodness, that bear is snuggling with all his friends. Isn't that nice? We like to cuddle together too, don't we? Just like me and Xavier, when you're reading a story with your child at home, take moments to take a break during the story to talk about something that happened in real life. Help your children make connections between what's happening in the story and what's happening with you. There are 5 early literacy practices we want to do every day. We want to read, write, talk, sing, and play. This is our tip for reading today, and I hope you guys enjoy using it at home. Thank you so much for your help. I'm going to set you aside with your story. Maybe you'd like to continue to read and look at the pictures while we do a rhyme. So I need all my friends to show me, how do you open your hands? How do you shut them? Ready? Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Lay them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, crawl them, creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open wide your little mouth. But do not let them in. We put our hands on our heads. We put our hands on our shoulders. We put our hands on our knees. We put our hands on our laps. And now we're ready for another story. And the next story we're going to tell is a story on our board, but let's move it closer so that we can see some pictures. A flannel story about hibernation. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Big brown bear, big brown bear. Time for hibernation. Where is your location? In a loft, in a lair. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Hanging bat, hanging bat. Time for hibernation. Where is your location? In a cave, where I'm at. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Garter snake, garter snake. Where is your location? Time for hibernation in the mud, inhalate. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Little green frog, little green frog. Time for hibernation. Where is your location? In a pond near a log. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Meadow mouse, meadow mouse. Where is your time for hibernation? Where is your location? In a field near a house. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Turtle friend, turtle friend. Time for hibernation. Where is your location? In a stream till winter's end. So we've got some different animals that hibernate today. We all know one of those animals, but there's some others that hibernate too. That was such a good time. I love learning about hibernation, and that is one of my favorite songs for hibernation. Let's go ahead, let's do a finger play. Let's practice our small motor skills. So let's see my friends' hands. Now, can my friends touch their fingers to their thumbs? This is hard. Let's try one more time. Ready? Touching our pinkies, touching our ring finger, touching our middle finger, touching our pointer finger. It goes fee, fi, fo, fum. See my fingers, see my thumb. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Goodbye fingers, goodbye thumb. Let's try the other hand. Ready? Fee, fi, fo, fum. See my fingers, see my thumb. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Goodbye fingers, goodbye thumb. Good job. It's really great when we can practice those small motor skills. Now we're going to tell a few pieces of information from a nonfiction book today. Our nonfiction book is called Hibernation, and it's written by Margaret Hall. And Margaret used some help from a consulting editor. So this is a person that has a doctorate and knows a lot about hibernation, and that person's name is Gail Saunders Smith. We always like to thank our publishers too. So today we are thanking Capstone Press. And when we look at a nonfiction book, it also often has a table of contents. So let's look at page 4. Why hibernate? Winter weather can be cold, 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 and food is hard to find. Every winter, some animals stay alive by hibernating. Ooh, there's our brown bear again. Hibernating animals take a long, sleepy rest. They breathe slowly. Everybody breathe slow. Ready? Their hearts beat slowly too, and they need less food for energy and heat. True hibernators, like bats, remember our hanging bat? Sleep snuggled in for weeks without waking. They don't eat, don't even go to the bathroom. Next part is called getting ready. Animals eat extra food before they hibernate. Bears get very fat in the fall. They don't eat very much during the winter. Some animals store up food near their beds. Chipmunks wake up and search for a snack of hidden nuts. Then they go back to sleep. Oh, look at that little chipmunk and his little store. A place to rest. Groundhogs hibernate underground in burrows, while squirrels rest in nests made of leaves. Lots of animals hibernate. Frogs. Do you remember our little green frog? Dig down deep and sleep tucked in the mud. Snakes curl up together in caves. Finally, the cold winter months end and spring comes again. Hungry animals leave their winter beds to look for food. It's a pattern. Hibernating is one of nature's patterns. When winter returns, animals will hibernate once again. Oh, and here's a little animal hibernating. First, he's getting ready to hibernate. Then he's finding a den. He's hibernating. Then he's leaving the den. And then he starts getting ready again. Xavier, do you want to read this book now? Let's switch them. Alrighty. Thank you guys all so much for joining me for story time today and learning some information about hibernation. We always like to end story time on the same song, and our song has sign language. My friends almost showed me the sign for more. Together, your friends, and my friends, and happy. Ready? The more we come together, 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 the more we come together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we come together, the happier we'll be. Good job, guys. Have a great day.